What is up, everybody? It's Grim. Uh, so as you can read by the title, I am ranking every. I don't even know if it's every QB. I'm doing some sort of tier maker. This is the 21-22 season. I'm gonna look for a 23-24 season. NFL QB logos, teams, teams, season QB starters. I think 22-23. Zach. Okay. Looks like we got more. I think that's Malik Willis. So yep. Okay. So starting off with Zach Wilson. These have best, elite, great, average, mediocre, trash, and bench warmer. So technically, Zach Wilson will not be the starting QB in the Jets organization this year. Aaron Rodgers will take over the starting role as the Jets QB, but I think I'm gonna put him mediocre. Too much hype. Didn't live up to what everyone thought he was going to. So yeah, I'm gonna put him right at mediocre. That might change. So none of these are set. I can edit these whenever I want to. Matt Ryan. Ooh. Just gave up the biggest lead in NFL history this year. Do I think he can still do good in the league? He might have one season where he makes the playoffs, but other than that, I do see Jonathan Taylor carrying their team. Who is the top tier? Well, the top tier on this list is called best. So when I get to it, you'll find out. So I think I'm gonna put Matt Ryan. I think Matt Ryan's better than Zach Wilson. I'm gonna put him at average. I think Matt Ryan is an average quarterback. He could not. 4 or 5 years ago, I'd put him in the great category, but I think right now I think it's a reach to put him in average. We have Josh Allen. So Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen he's up there. I don't know, because everyone thinks that Josh Allen is going to finally do it this year and he's going to go to the Super Bowl with the Bills, but they always lose to the Bengals or the Chiefs. So I do put him in elite just because of what he did for the Bills organization alone, but I don't think he's best tier. If he made a Super Bowl and lived up to what everybody's saying, then yeah, I can see him jumping up there to best tier, but right now I feel good putting him at elite tier. Sam Darnold. I don't even know if he's a starting QB. But personally, nope. So Bills will never make it to the Super Bowl. That's a tough thing to say. The Bills, they're a good team. Every team built in the draft this year, but the Bills are a good team. If the Bills made it this year, I wouldn't be surprised. But if the Chiefs made it this year, I wouldn't be surprised. If the Bills, Bengals, or Chiefs made it, I wouldn't be surprised. So back to Sam Darnold. I think he's worse than Zach Wilson. I'm going to put Sam Darnold at mediocre for now. But until he shows me something that I can hey, this dude can be good for more than just a game or two, then that's when I might bump him up to average. but I think putting him in mediocre is actually a reach. All right, Tua Tagovailoa. I'm gonna put Tua. Is Tua a great quarterback in the league? I think Tua's average. Tua's better than Matt Ryan, but I don't think he's in the great category yet. I'm gonna get rid of benchmark because I don't like delete route. So Tua's better than Matt Ryan. He could be put up into great tier, but I have him in average because he hasn't really done much. He's come in, he's won a couple games. Yes, he's proved that he is the starting QB for the Dolphins. So if the Dolphins make it far this year, like if they make it to the playoffs and a couple games in the playoffs, I could put him in great tier. But I would almost say no, I have to put him in great tier. Now thinking about it, I think he's basically just Josh Allen on the Dolphins. He doesn't have the same athleticism and stuff like that. And he already has 2 head injuries, so next one he's out. But I'm going to have to say Tua is a great QB. Better than Matt Ryan, not quite Josh Allen level. Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota hasn't been good since he's been on. Where was he? Man, that was a while ago. I think he last quarterbacked for Ryan Tannehill's their QB now. Titans. He hasn't been good since the Titans. Him going to the Falcons was his last chance, but I'm gonna say average QB. He's not better than Matt Ryan, but he is better than Zach Wilson. I'm gonna say that much. Matt Ryan, I would have. Why am I talking about Matt Ryan? Matt Ryan was a couple picks ago. Man, I keep forgetting this. Moving on. Joe Burrow. Buddy of mine named Thomas Espinoza, aka TK Hyper. He's a big Joe Burrow fan, which is why I'm putting him in trash. Kidding. No, Joe Burrow, I'm going to put him in best. Joe Burrow's he's top 2 QB in the league. Only other person I see that's better than Joe Burrow might be Patrick Mahomes, or I might double talk myself, and move Burrow back. But as of now, Joe Burrow is the best QB I've put here. And according to my buddy TK Hyper, he is the best QB ever. That is a reach. A very big reach. Best QB ever is obviously TB12, Tom Brady, the GOAT. Ooh. Next we have Kyler Murray. If we're talking about Call of Duty status, he's the best QB in the league. But we're not talking about Call of Duty. So I'm going to put him better. Keep forgetting his name. This is quite embarrassing. I praise myself on knowing names of players, but yet I don't know this dude's name. And I just talked about him not too long ago. So Kyler Murray, he's not as good as Matt Ryan, but he's better than the QB for the Falcons right now. Before they drafted the QB. Did they draft a QB? I think they drafted the QB. Anyway, Justin Herbert. Elite. He's an elite QB. Better than Josh Allen. Like, he has the potential to be better than Josh Allen. He has the potential to be better than Joe Burrow. You call yourself a football fan, but don't know their names. It's one person's name, okay? I don't know this one person's name, even though I've said his name in this video. So, what's his name? I had his name before, but hey, just don't hate. Okay, don't hate. Especially on this page. Aaron Rodgers. Ooh. He's a great QB. As a Lions fan, I hate to say it, but Aaron Rodgers is probably a top 5, top 10 QB in the league. He's killed my team for so long, and I both hate and dislike Aaron Rodgers. The Aaron Rodgers trade, I both hate and like it. I like it because I don't have to play him twice a year anymore. I dislike it because the first time the Lions beat him twice in a row, he just leaves. What team was he for? He's currently playing on the Falcons. If we're talking about the same guy who I don't know his name to, I'm gonna look it up real quick. LTO Falcons QB. He's apparently a free agent. That's great. He's a free agent right now. Falcons QB old. That should work. Marcus Mariota. That's his name. Marcus Mariota. Okay, we're getting off topic. Aaron Rodgers, gone. Love it. Hate it at the same time. Kirk Cousins. So, Kirk Cousins, in my opinion, is a decent QB. He's average. He's better than Matt Ryan, but not as good as Tua. So, that's really all I can say about that. Because I don't want people in the comments being like, oh, you're a Lions fan. That's why you're picking him so low. But if you look at his numbers, they're just not consistent. Deshaun Watson. Trash. I don't believe the Deshaun Watson return story. So what? He's going back to the Browns. Congratulations, Browns. You got yourself another mediocre QB. Recently, you've been the home of mediocre QBs. So Deshaun Watson going back to not back to the Browns. He just came. I think the Texans. Deshaun Watson coming from the Texans and going to the Browns is just, I don't care for it. I mean, he should have retired. To be honest, he should have retired. I don't think Deshaun Watson will do good in the Browns situation, but who knows? He could prove me wrong. Danny Dimes, a.k.a. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is better than Kirk Cousins. Not as good as Tua, so I'm going to put him in average for now. No, we're going to bump him up to great, behind Tua. He's good. Behind Tua, he's good. So I have him at great just because Daniel Jones, yes, there was a meme of him tripping over his own feet before, but other than that, he's brought the Giants to a couple I think did they win a playoff game last year? I think they did. Don't quote me on that, but I think they did. Daniel Jones has done some good things for the Giants organization, and I do see them trending up. See, they have a Niners QB here, but nobody knows who's going to be starting. It's either going to be Trey Lance or Brock Purdy. This one looks like, I think, Trey Lance. So we're going to go Trey Lance here. But honestly, it wouldn't surprise me to see who if they started Brock Purdy or Trey Lance. Trey Lance just because he's younger and he hasn't shown a lot, like a full year yet. I'm going to have to put him at average behind Kirk Cousins. Niners fans, don't get mad. But Trey Lance just hasn't proven a lot So that's why I'm putting him at average right now. But in the next couple of years, it won't surprise me if he makes his way up to the great and elite tiers of this. Famous Jameis Winston. Average. He's better than Kyler Murray, just because Kyler Murray just focuses on Call of Duty. But he's not as good as Matt Ryan. For I don't even know, did they start Jameson Williams for all the games, or did they mix it up between him and Taysom Hill, or did they throw? I think they had Andy Dalton for a little bit. So yeah, that is why I rate him so low, because he did show some stuff for the Saints, but he wasn't there permanently for the Saints, and he hasn't been permanently and consistently showing production. Well, Tom Brady retired, but he's still on the list. So I guess I'm gonna add him in this list. Uh-oh. I put the wrong QB up there. Okay. Tom Brady, best QB in the NFL. Don't agree with it. I should rate NFL kickers. If you want me to be able to pronounce names, then I probably shouldn't do that. But I could try. That'll probably be in a later video. But NFL kickers, and you're getting mad at me for mistaking one name. That's great. That's great. That's gonna be a little interesting. I think Bailey Zappi is the Lions kicker. Michael Badgley is the punter. Bailey Zappi is the kicker. But I think we just got a new kicker to replace or contend for the. I don't know. And then we have Zach Fields. Not Zach Fields. Justin Fields. That's my bad. Justin Fields. So, I'm not on the Justin Fields train. I mean, yes. Okay, congratulations. You're Justin Fields. You came from Ohio State. Whoop-de-doo. Name the last good QB to come out of Ohio State. I'll wait. Put them down in the comments. Prove me wrong. And I'll do an entire video about them. If they're good, I'll do an entire video about them. If there's a good QB who came from Ohio State, I will do a video on them, basically saying, hey, look, something good actually came from Ohio State. But I'm going to put Justin Fields behind Matt Ryan. Kenny Pickett, I think. I think that's Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett hasn't shown consistency, so that's why I'm not going to rate him high here. Mike Tomazic. Who's that? Is he the Lions kicker now? Mike Toms. I can't even say that name. Tomac. Tomaczak? I don't even know. I'm sorry for butchering the name. If he is somebody's favorite player or something like that, I couldn't tell you. But I think I'm gonna put him average. Better than Jameson Winston. Not as good as Justin Fields, but he could be. Matthew Stafford. He says he's going to be playing, but with his injury, I don't know if he is going to be playing. He says he is, so I hope the best for him. So right now, Matthew Stafford he was a good team. Good team. He was a good player, but he didn't play the rest of the season. So I'm going to put him average behind Daniel Jones in front of Kirk Cousins. So Mike Tomaszak, former Ohio State quarterback, and he's apparently trash. Justin Hurts. Jalen Hurts. I get Justin and Jalen mixed up. Made it to the Super Bowl, but that Super Bowl was played in a better stadium or on better grounds, then I could see that Super Bowl turning out differently. But the conditions of the field were bad, and it worked out a different way. No talking about trash from Matthew. Yeah, Matthew Stafford was the quarterback for the Lions almost my whole life. The dude was doing crazy stuff every Sunday. But he's injured, and I don't know if he's coming back. Like, honestly, it would surprise me if he came back. This is probably the worst injury of his career. But Matthew Stafford was talked about last. So now we're on Jalen Hurts. Elite quarterback, better than Herbert, better than Josh Allen. Derek Carr, the new QB for the Saints. Saints just picked up Derek Carr. So, this is going to be interesting. I would love to see Derek Carr go in and do what he does best and just prove Mike Tomaszak was a QB for Ohio State from 1981 to 1984. Okay, I don't know why we're still talking about Mike Tomaszak, or I'm going to stop pronouncing his last name. I don't know why we're still talking about Mike. I guess I'll do some research into him, see if he was good or is good. And then if he is, I'll actually learn how to say his last name, and I'll do a video on him. But Derek Carr. Back to Derek Carr. I'm going to say he's better than Matthew Stafford. Still not. No, I'm going to say he's better than Daniel Jones. Derek Carr, I see, can have. Carr was on the Raiders still. Nope. Derek Carr actually has been traded to the Niners, not the Niners. Why did I say the Niners? The Saints. Derek Carr was traded to the Saints. So, yeah, that's it. Drew Lock. I don't know who the Seahawks are going to start. But Drew Lock is up here, so I guess we're going to rate Drew Lock. Where would I put Drew Lock? I'd put him mediocre. Better than Zach Wilson. But no, I'm gonna put him up in average. Average QB. Better, way better than Kyler. Not way better. Better than Kyler Murray. Other than that first season where Kyler Murray thought he could do something in the playoffs. Didn't do anything in the playoffs. Other than that, it's been decent. I mean, his career isn't all too good. But Drew Lock hasn't shown anything. He got traded to the Seahawks in a trade and couldn't win the job over there against Geno Smith. So, yeah. Speaking of Seahawks, former Seahawks, Russell Wilson. He was Sean Payton. I'm going to put him in great. He could be a great QB this year. It wouldn't surprise me if the Broncos actually made a run in that division. That division, I said it last year, and I kind of looked like a fool last year for saying it, but this year I can feel confident about saying this. I think it's the AFC West. Got it down here. AFC, Chargers, Denver, Las Vegas. The AFC West has potential to be the best division in the NFL. But it's a potential. You are betting on Sean Payton coming in and turning around the Broncos organization in a year. Before a year. Davis Mills. Mediocre. Yep, I said it. Davis Mills is mediocre. I mean, he's not even going to be starting for the Texans. It's going to be CJ Stroud. So, should I make this CJ Stroud or should they have it as Davis Mills? I'll keep it as Davis Mills. Mac Jones. Mac Jones, average QB. He goes in between, I think we called that Trey Lance. He goes in between Trey Lance and Matt Ryan. Oh boy. Here we have Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson and Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins actually put up better numbers than Lamar Jackson has. So, people are going to get mad at this. But if it was running back tiers, he'd actually be pretty high. But this is quarterbacking tiers. And he's better than Mac Jones? No. I take that back. Better than Matt Ryan. Not as good as Mac Jones. I put him in average tier. Lamar Jackson has proven if you have a defense who can stop his running game, you're not going to win. He's not going to win. That's how the Bengals have beaten the Ravens. As soon as the Bengals figured out, hey, we stop this dude's running, we're going to win the game. We make this dude throw the ball, no matter. We make him throw the ball, we win the game. If the Ravens went out and got a QB and put Lamar Jackson at running back like he wants to be, then they could be good. But Lamar Jackson is not a good QB. Great running back, bad QB. Okay, so we apparently have a 2-for-1 picture deal here, which means the guy up there is... Oh. So, I'm kind of dumb. The guy who I thought was Kenny Pickett is actually Carson Wentz. Knowing that, I put him at mediocre. Behind Sam Darnold, in front of, what's his name? Deshaun Watson. You know, Thomas, I feel the same way. Lamar Jackson is just trash. Just trash. Other than his MVP season. Did he have an MVP season? Has he won MVP? I don't know. So, 2-for-1 deal here. Because the Pittsburgh Steelers just want to be special. They have Mitchell Trubisky and Kenny Pickett in the same picture. So I'm going to take this my own way and say I can choose which QB I think is going to start. And I think it's going to be Kenny Pickett. I do think Kenny Pickett is average right now just because he is younger. Hasn't proven much, hasn't shown much. Just coming out of Pitt, I think. I think Kenny Pickett was a Pitt QB. But I don't know. Justin Fields is better than him. Not better than... Kenny Pickett's better than Jameis Winston. Yeah, in 2019, which 2022, no, we're in 23 now. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Yeah, we're in 23. So 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23. That's 4 years. And he hasn't really been the starter. Ryan Tannehill. Not going to start. So, Ryan Tannehill, not going to start. I think I got to put him Better than Jameis Winston. Kenny Pickett's better than him. That is a big thing to say, especially if you're a fan of a Titan, if you're a Titans fan. But I mean, come on, he ain't even gonna start. So, Jared Goff. See, his potential is there. End of season, Jared Goff, I'd put him in elite. Beginning of season, he'd be in the great category. So, if he can do end of season Goff all season next year, I put him in great. I put him above Aaron Rodgers, but I put him behind Justin Herbert. End of season Jared Goff, in my opinion, was a top 3 QB. Unstoppable. I mean, you name it. End of season Jared Goff was scary. End of season Lions were scary. But hey, this isn't a Lions video. This is a ranking QB team video. QB team. QB people, players, things. Patrick Mahomes. See, if they didn't add Tom Brady to this list, he'd be the number 1 QB in the league. But, they added Tom Brady to this list, and hey, well, here we go. So I have Patrick Mahomes number 2. In front of Joe Burrow. Yeah, I said it. In front of Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes is number 2. Trevor Lawrence. Everyone thought he was going to be a bust. When former head coach of Ohio State came over and started coaching for the Jaguars, it was not good. Everything fell to pieces. I mean, you name it, it happened. As soon as the Jaguars fired him and brought in the new coach, he started turning things around, which is why I'm gonna put Trevor Lawrence better than Josh Allen. I said it. Trevor Lawrence is better than Josh Allen. Better than Jalen Hurts? I don't know. No, Burrow is the best behind my second fave. Well, luckily I'm rating and you're not. Kidding. So I guess Burrow is good. Burrow's the 3rd best QB, but if TB12 wasn't in here, he would be the 2nd best QB. I don't know if I should put Tom Brady in this list or count Tom Brady in the list. But yeah, so I don't know if I should do that. Dak Prescott. I mean, his team is 1 star. Come on. They're the Cowboys. Dak Prescott is an average QB. He's a good QB until it comes time to playoffs. Then it goes downhill. So Dak Prescott is better than Lamar Jackson, but not as good as Jalen Hurts. Not Jalen Hurts. My brain is not working. Yep. Okay. So, moving on. I don't even know that guy. Commanders QB. We'll put him mediocre, just because I don't know him. I think it's Sam Howell this year, but I don't think that's a picture of Sam Howell. Here's Brock Purdy. So yeah, Trey Lance is up there. Brock Purdy is here. So I guess it all depends on who you want to pick here. Yeah, they have all 3 of the Niners new and old QBs. See, I'm going to put Trey Lance right in front of Brock Purdy. Ooh. Okay. Baker Baker Mayfield going to the Bucs could be a good thing for his career. He could be a good QB this year. He did show some things in the for the Rams last year when Matt Stafford went hurt. I'm going to put him right in the middle. Not as good as Brock Purdy, but better than Daniel Jones. Now you have Geno Smith. Geno Smith is better than Lamar, not as good as Dak. Geno Smith, comeback player of the year. I don't know why he got comeback player of the year. He just came back from being bad. Just came back from being trash. So he won comeback player of the year. Well, congratulations. So there's Kenny Pickett here, and Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky here. This app's a little weird. So Kenny Pickett, I'm gonna put him, I guess, right beside Mitchell Trubisky, right in front of Mitch Trubisky, and I'm gonna put this as Mitchell Trubisky. So we're gonna put him mediocre, not as good as Marcus Mariota, but better than okay. Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder can any QB can be good, but I think Desmond Ridder is going to be better than Drew Lock, but not better than Kenny Pickett. I think it's Mike White here. Mike White, haven't seen much from him, so we're going to put him behind Carson Wentz and in front of whoever this Commanders QB is. Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton. Average QB. Better than Davis Mills. Not as good as Drew Lock. Weird to say that. Somebody's not better than Drew Lock. Huh. PJ Walker, I think? I don't know. QB for the Panthers. Apparently it's PJ Walker, but we all know Panthers just drafted Bryce Young. But they don't have Bryce Young on here. They've got this QB that I don't know. So average. Don't know who that is. Malik Willis. He's mediocre. Mediocre QB. Better than Deshaun Watson. Yep, but better than Deshaun Watson, but not as good as Sam Howell. I'm calling the Commanders QB Sam Howell. That's what I'm doing. And then you have Mr. Irreliable himself. We're going to put... He was just traded, man. My brain needs to work for a second. I'm currently looking up his name because I forgot it. Just traded to the Raiders. R-A-D. Las Vegas Raiders. Tom Brady joined the Las Vegas Raiders. Tom Brady reveals why he chose to join the Raiders. Retired QB explains decisions become minority owner. So Tom Brady owns a part of the Las Vegas Raiders. Shoot, I guess when you're done beating them, buy them. But yeah, Tom Brady is a owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, I guess I just stumbled on a new video without even meaning to. I just stumbled on my next video. Tom Brady is a co-owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. And now you have Jimmy Garoppolo, QB of the Las Vegas Raiders. Better than Matthew Stafford, not better than Russell Wilson. This is my list. That's how I turn my camera off. Is it like this? Camera back. So here, let's close out of this. This is my list. It's mirrored now. I don't know why I hate that. But okay, this is my list. The gist of it. This is very awkward and confusing. No, that's not okay. I need to switch this back. Camera. Okay. I fixed it. So, yeah. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. I did say I was picking somebody from the comments of this video, but there's only one person commenting right now. So, I guess I will offer this out to my buddy Thomas. If you want to join my draft I have, just let me know. If you watched my previous video, you'll understand what I mean by the draft. But if you haven't, I've basically brought two games that I like together. I love football and I like playing D&D. I have dice. I roll a D16. I have 15 slots down there. D6. If you get a 16, then you can pick whatever position you want to draft first. But so on and so forth. So I guess that's gonna be it for today. I didn't want to make this too much long, but hey, I guess it happened. 40-ish minutes, not bad. Especially because I didn't even plan for this video. I just said, hey, I want to record. So this is me recording something. Basically, I just want to say sorry again for not recording recently. And yeah, I hope you all have a great one. Love y'all, and peace. Good night.